So, are you
Mhm.
ready for the next?
Yeah, I guess I am.
Okay, so the next one goes like this. If someone asks you
Hmm.
where your strength comes from, would you talk about the pain or the silence?
Okay. Would I talk about the pain or the silence?
Mhm.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. I will talk about pain.
Okay.
I am a very sensitive person. I cry a lot. That's how I get through everything. Growing up with both my parents never around, I had to be my own friend, my own mother, father, and every other person. Yeah. And though I have my little brother around, but he was not matured enough to listen to
Yeah.
me. So instead of me keeping it inside, I am someone that values my mental health.
That's good.
So I tend to cry a lot, let it go. So that's how I get through my.
Okay. When you say your parents were not around, did they travel or something?
Hmm.
Or you didn't stay with them?
Yeah, they traveled, both of them.
Okay. Okay, that's understandable. At least your mental health comes first.
It is.
That's a good one.
Okay. So now it's your
Oh,
turn. Okay. You need it.
uh,
Hmm.
I hope it's not that bad.
Okay, I like this one.
Okay.
What is one moment you still replay late at night,
Okay.
hoping you would have done something different?
Okay.
Hmm. Okay.
Ooh,
Don't worry. Wait, I will listen and don't judge.
I know, right? So I can tell you for free, I have a lot of them. Because, as I said before, I was kind of stubborn. But again, I grew up with my dad and my
Okay.
stepmom, so I had a lot of memories that triggered a lot of things. But there is this one that literally happened back then.
Okay.
Yeah. So, growing up, when I was in literally in the boarding school, there was a time in my life I was so into sisters like the nuns. Yes.
You.
Yeah, I went to a
Okay.
Catholic, literally, I went to a Catholic school
Okay.
and we had a lot of nuns around, sisters, we call them sisters. So we had them normally ask us if you want to be part of them.
Okay.
Yes. And at some point, I was so into it. I really wanted to be part of them. Really wanted.
Hmm.
So I think I was in SS2 or 3. So we had a sister that came around, and then she said she was doing kind of a retreat in Bo for those who want to be
To
part
join
of,
them.
yes, join them.
Okay.
So I was so happy. I wanted to, and I literally got myself up. I said I was going because I like her. I felt like she was really good with what she was doing.
Okay.
Yes, and I was like seeing myself in that light. So I was ready to go. So we left literally, and then we went to Bo. That was my first time visiting Bo ever, literally. So, but I told my dad, and we literally informed him. I went to Bo. We stayed at McDonald's school. Yeah, we were there, prayed. Oh, that was the time I felt like I am the most holiest person. Yeah, I felt good because there were times I didn't want to go back home, literally, when boarding school was over and I needed to come back to town. Literally, there were days I wish I couldn't come back home. I just wish I could stay there. But so after the retreat, we left, like it was very late. We left there. I slept to my friend's place, Margaret's, because we went together. But she had family in home. So I went to stay with her for the night, so I will leave in the morning. But the thing I did was I didn't communicate with my dad after then because they took our phones and all of that. After that, we are like at night resting, and my dad called. Literally, I was always scared of my dad. Right
Okay.
now, when I sit, we talk, we laugh, I'm like, oh. First, when my dad talk, like I'll be shaking, literally. So I got this call from my dad, and my dad asked, where are you? I said, I'm in Bo. We just finished the retreat. Oh my God. My dad was like, no, you're not there. They said you are at a man's place. Yes, you didn't go for this. Oh my God. That was the first time I literally begged God that I should have an accident on my way to town. Yeah, I literally wish that I will not reach to town alive because I know what my dad said to
awaits
me.
you?
Yeah. So I woke up like very early in the morning. I begged my friend, went to the park, and I was on my way. I came to town and my dad was at the shop, and my stepmom was like, your dad is very mad at you for A, B, and C. I said, I went there. I had proof I was there. And my dad said he doesn't want to see me at his place when he comes back. It was that serious. I cried my eyes out. Like, firstly, when I get home, I was so mad at God. I was pissed at God for allowing me to survive the whole trip, for reaching here alive, because I know my dad. So reaching there, and then my stepmom saying, he said, if he comes here, there will be problem. Oh, yeah. I tried getting on to the father, and then he spoke to my dad. He tried calling. My dad was still pissed off. The sister tried calling. But oh goodness, I received the beating of my life that day. But the beating mostly is not my problem, but the words.
So till date, those words.
Yeah, even when I go to bed, like it lingers. So at some point, I wished I never made it to board. I wished I just like after school, I just returned to town and never went there, because it caused more than just that. It caused a very big gap. Though later I found out that somebody else manipulated my dad with the whole story of me going to somebody, which of course that was not the case. Unless the sister and literally the father of our school had to step in. But at that point, I won't lie, I wished I never made it to town alive.
Okay. Well, that's life. It happens.
Definitely.